My name is Dr. Gaurdia Banister, and I am a proud graduate of the University of Wyoming School of Nursing. Some critical moments in my nursing career, and I feel like there are several. So the first was probably when I started here at nursing school at the University of Wyoming. And I wasn't one of those people that knew I always wanted to become a nurse. And I've met many people that said, all my life I knew I wanted to be a nurse, but that wasn't necessarily me. I had caregivers in my family. My great-grandmother, my great-aunt, all took care of people and family, but I never thought that that was sort of what my life was going to turn out to be. So when I came to the University of Wyoming, I really was unsure about what my, academic direction would take. And I wound up taking a series of tests and decided through those tests and through a guidance counselor that I was going to enter into nursing school. And I have to tell you that that was the best decision that I've ever made in my entire life. I feel like I have a lot of memorable stories, but the one I think about the most is from a former faculty member that I have, Dot Tupper, who was here when I was a student. And I think the most memorable thing about that experience, and I can just think about the times that I spent with her in her classes, is that she instilled in us confidence. She made all of us believe that we were going to be spectacular nurses. And in our clinicals, we would be side by side caring for patients, and I can remember taking care of a older patient in a hospital who was very, very ill. And she just made me believe that as that patient's nurse, I could provide her with wonderful, wonderful care, and that even though I might be nervous about some of the procedures I was doing or the way that I was taking care of her, she just made me believe that I could do it and I could do it well. And I think about that, particularly at times when I'm feeling a little bit uncertain or insecure, or a little bit nervous. I think about her and how she not only instilled that in me, but in all of us. I've had a wonderful, wonderful career. Probably something that's most memorable for me is, particularly as I've always been talking about the importance of diversity, is when I see diverse nursing students who have struggled tremendously during nursing school. And struggle, I mean, sometimes English is their second language. They have come from a country that's war-torn. I mean, just lots of adversity to get to the point where they are in nursing school. I think for me, seeing them graduate from nursing school and then going on to take care of patients and the pride they feel in being a nurse is unimaginable. I just feel excited and exhilarated, and I'm just happy for them and happy for the patients that they're going to take care of and how they're going to impact the future of nursing. The legacy I hope to leave behind, one of the things I've been so passionate about in my career is wanting to make sure that the nursing workforce is diverse. And when I talk about diversity, I mean diversity in thoughts and ideas, in diversity in terms of gender, because we continue to need and should have more males in our profession, and also ethnic and racial diversity. I think it's so important when I think about cultural competency and cultural sensitivity that we have nurses that look and sound like the patients that they are taking care of. Because when you think about health disparities, and you think about the fact, when I think about social determinants of health as an example, and that your zip code can very much predict your longevity and your mortality, having clinicians that have experienced or understand some of the experiences that their patients have gone through and can serve as advocates for them, I think is really important. So I hope my legacy will be, and I've spent lots of time coaching and counseling, particularly diverse nurses, in many levels of their career path. I would just like to see that all patients receive exemplary care from providers that really truly understand and advocate and know their patients. When I think about the School of Nursing and sort of anything else I might say, I am a proud UW nurse, and it has shaped my entire life. I grew up in a small town in Casper, Wyoming, and I had no idea that I was going to become a nurse, and it's changed everything about my life in so many positive, wonderful ways, and I'm just very blessed and proud to have gone to school here.